Okay. Wait,
All right,
don't
guys,
start it. Destiny needs to be in the game, dude.
He's in the game.
No, he's not, like, moved up.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'll remake. He is moved up. What are you talking about?
What? For me, it isn't.
What?
Okay, I'm not the only one who's, like, I have 2,000 people who can verify what I just saw, so I don't, like, look like an idiot. So
I have Destiny against Artist right now.
All right.
And it started.
Yeah, I do too, but my pre-game lobby glitched, so...
Just nothing's going well for you today, man. What's...
It's all good. It's all good.
It's okay, man. We all love you.
Ooh, Artist saying,
You'll
don't
have better
angry,
days.
bro. What is Destiny going to say to this?
I don't want you angry, cryface. I'm not angry, bro. This is funny. Just chat between the players.
Alright.
Okay, so game number 5, I believe. Is it?
God, I have the colors wrong.
It is game number 5, right?
Wait. That's funny. Yeah, it is game number 5. Artist is up 3-1. He needs to win 4?
One more game.
Or Destiny needs to win 3 more.
So if Artist wins this game, he's going to be victorious for this week, winning it 4-1, but Destiny still has a chance. Down 2 games. It's going to be possible. I think Destiny can do it. But let's go ahead and introduce our players. Game number 5 on MLG Metropolis between Quantic Gaming, Destiny, and Eclipse.Artist. We do have Destiny spawning as the red Zerg in the 12 o'clock position, and his opponent bottom position, so it's going to be cross positions. We do have Eclipse.Artist spawning as the blue Terran, and just a little thing that I'm going to tell you guys. First 40 followers to follow me on Twitter will get these replays. So if you guys want to follow me, it's at SC2PrOmise. Also follow Axeltoss at Axeltoss. Really appreciate it.
You don't get anything from me though, if you follow
you don't
me.
You get love.
I don't
that's
give.
What you get from
I don't give anything.
Okay, that's your problem, I guess.
I'll give them a. I'll reply to you if you tweet at me. That's all you get though.
And Destiny going with a 15 hatch yet again, so he is not scared of anything, and looks like Artist is going to get his barracks at the natural, so very standard opening from both players. Spawning pool should be going down here for Destiny anytime soon. I believe it's going to be a 16 pool, unless he wants to get another drone, which I hope he doesn't. There we go. Spawning pool getting thrown down for Destiny. And so far, both players playing it really standard, I guess.
Now, we can talk about... Destiny chose Cloud Kingdom, and he chose the 7 pool. Here's why I think he did that, now that I think about it. You remember how a lot of Terran players like putting their barracks in the low ground to lift off to spot that Overlord? So that'll mean that their first barracks will be down there, and they can lift up and spot the Overlord, right? So I guess that was the best map. He could assume that his opponent would put his racks on the low ground, because a lot of Terran players love doing that to take down the Overlord. So that's I mean, because like a lot of people might be asking, all right, if you're just going to blow off the show match, why not just put 7 pull here? Well, maybe there was a little bit of strategy involved into picking that map and deciding to 7 pull, you know, with the idea that your opponent would put their racks on the low ground so you can at least get by and then maybe do damage in that regard. But here, this is Metropolis, a very macro-oriented map. You may be familiar with it, considering it is now... I'm not talking to you. I know you're familiar with it, but to the people watching, it is now in the Blizzard map pool. I know some of you out there still haven't played your placement match this season, which means you should actually probably go play it, because the map pool is a lot better. This map is actually a lot of fun, provided you don't lag on it. But the point is, it's a very macro-oriented map, and I think it lends itself well to Destiny's playstyle.
Yep, you are correct. And again, very signature move from Destiny, getting the spine crawler to the natural. It seems like he does this every game, which is, you know, it sort of becomes a routine, I guess, when he plays so many ZVTs, knowing that Hellions might be on their way. And you know what? Hellions are going to be on their way, because we do see the factory being built for Artist. Getting a reactor onto the barracks, very common opening, very similar opening to the previous games Artist has played. And Destiny, you know, at this point in the game, just continuing to drone, continuing to get his economy established. We can see going for a 3rd queen at the natural, so probably going to start creep spreading here anytime soon. Fuelings making their way across the map. And there we go, factory is completed. Once that reactor finishes on the barracks, I think we're going to see reactor. I'm pretty sure we're going to see reactor Hellions. And the 2nd factory, so same opening from Destiny, same opening from Artist. Yep. It's all going to depend on the response from each of our players.
Yep, Artist loving this build. Just the quick 3rd base, and then also supplemental factories, make Hellions 3 at a time, getting blue flame for the Hellions. And let me look at the vision of that Zergling. Wow, the Zergling saw exactly what Artist was doing, so very nice scout there from Destiny. Knows exactly what to expect. Gonna make some drones here, then probably gonna throw down a Roach Warren, and there we go. The Roach Warren going down, and the natural expansion gonna start Sim Citying. I don't know if that's a word, but I'm making it a word. At his natural expansion, putting that spine crawler in position. Probably gonna throw out an evolution chamber next to the spine crawler, just make it nice and tight so no Hellions can run by. But here's another situation where Destiny is scouting exactly what his Terran opponent is doing, and this is definitely a very good thing for him, considering the trend we've seen in recent games.
Yeah, and there we go. We see a quick layer being built here for Destiny. Also a Roach Warren being thrown down. And just as you said, evolution chambers are placed in really, really good locations. Hellions are not going to be able to come in unless they kill that destructible rock, which would take forever. So they're not even going to bother with that. And behind this, Artist, you know, getting the third yet again, getting Stim. Blue Flame about 80% completed right now for Artist. And Destiny threw down a Roach Warren. Now we can see roaches are going to be in production. Do you think this is more defensive roaches? Or is he possibly going to reinforce with Ling Roach and just go for a counterattack?
Nope, I don't think he's going to be aggressive at all with these roaches. I think he's just getting them out in preparation for what he scouted, which was those 2 factories that will be producing those Hellions. And then once he denies these Hellions, going to go straight into you know, the Ling production, getting the upgrades for his Lings, the melee, and the carapace, and then into infestors. But that being said, he's making a lot of roaches here, so he might just completely disregard that. He's also getting roach speed, but there's the infestation pit. So ultimately, I think this is going to be defensive, leading himself to a 3rd and 4th. But he could change his mind, and he could just completely go for a pretty hard push.
Yeah, man. There's 5 more roaches on the field. If you take it to units tab, 12 roaches is a high number.
Yep,
maybe maybe 4 or 5 roaches, maybe just enough to hold off Hellions with the spine crawler. But he's continuing to make roaches, just as you said as well. Infestation pit has been thrown down for some time right now. Getting Glial reconstitution for his roaches, getting Carapace level 1. Harvester count really, really quickly. Does show a advantage for Destiny, 51 to 50 of Artist. And I feel he's gonna go for an attack, Alex, because he's still making roaches. Artist, really, really smart player. Throwing down already throwing down a bunker at the natural siege tank as well, coming out. So he has to feel some kind of negative mindset from Destiny. Already down 2 games in the series. Maybe he's going to go for the roaching all-in. Artist already preparing with siege tanks, getting the bunker, and if this goes well for Destiny, he will secure himself a win. But Artist seems to be prepared, to be honest.
A lot of roaches on the way for Destiny, even more in production, getting Burrow as well. Roach speed is about to finish, so Destiny definitely going to be aggressive here, and we'll have to see the progress of siege mode for Artist, and it is done. So he can siege his tanks anytime he wants, needs to get one on the high ground, a couple on the low ground, spread them out a little bit, and he will be just fine against this roach aggression. So Destiny going to go for right here, might just try to deny the 3rd, but again, the 3rd can just be lifted off, so I don't know about that decision. But we'll see how effective this is. Artist transferring some SCVs over to his 3rd. The Overseer going to see that, and Destiny might try to go for the bust really soon here.
Oh, he's definitely going to go for the bust. There are 35 roaches on the map right now. Picking off a siege tank is such a clutch move by Destiny. Even going to try to make his way into the 3rd expansion. No kind of bunker, no siege tanks. And the problem here is the destructible rocks. There's no way of getting into your 3rd. And SCVs going down. Destiny with a huge supply advantage right now over Artist. 125, moving forward again. Gonna focus on the siege tank. Beautiful move by Destiny. Gonna even start focusing down the supply depot. Really trying to get himself into the face of these siege tanks. And Destiny might have done it, man. He is killing off the siege tanks, killing off SCVs now. Bunker, you know, doing a lot of damage with the Marines. More Marines coming out. And the thing is, Destiny has so many roaches. Behind this, he's making 10 additional roaches. Will take a 3rd. And has a very healthy drone count. So at the moment, Destiny in a fantastic, fantastic position.
Yeah, burrowing his roaches right now, trying to, doesn't want to lose them, obviously, but unburrowing them after getting some health back, targeting down these Marines. But Artist has plenty of Marines here, and unburrowing again after the Marines come forward. It's like game where you hit the thing on the head when it comes out. I don't know what it's called, but the scan going to happen, so Artist is saying, screw it, you guys are dead. I'm going to scan, and I'm going to see you, and I'm going to kill you. And Destiny's going to lose all those roaches. Behind this, droning up a little bit, but still spewing roaches across the map. And now Artist did have a siege tank on the high ground. I thought he did. Maybe I missed it. Actually, Artist is going to be pushing out a little bit. But do you think Destiny did enough damage with that roach aggression to make it worth it?
You know what? He did kill off a lot of SCVs. Artist is down in Harvesters, 45 to 62. So I would think, the roaches were worth it. But the thing is, Artist can just go ahead and drop mules if he wanted. He's getting more siege tanks. Destiny's taking a third behind it. So at the moment, I would say Destiny has a little bit of an advantage. But Artist, not out of the game whatsoever. He is also going to start mixing in more tanks, getting a starport. Destiny will throw down a Spire. And again, a very, very quick hive. So if he decides to continue being economical with this, make more drones, go into the later stage of the game, get Broodlords on the map, he will be in a great, great position. But the problem here is Lings and, just Roaches make their way into the third. Did they do damage? I'm not too sure because I wasn't watching. But again, there are Marines that are able to reinforce. And you know what? Destiny trying to do as much as he can. Scanning his Artist will be able to cut off the Roaches. And to be honest, at this point, I think both players are probably at an even stage.
Yeah, Destiny doing a good job here, taking down some tanks that did not have any supplemental forces, and so trying to swing some more roaches down to this third, trying to be as annoying as possible, denying mining from this third as long as possible as he gets a third up of his own and burrowing them as well, trying to make Artist waste those scans, but Artist just going to throw down, he's just going to throw down a turret right behind his opponent's mineral line, just so he can detect without having to use those scans. Meanwhile, Destiny getting a lot of Lings on the field, doesn't have speed yet, which is a little bit... Wait, does he have speed? No, those are definitely slow Lings. Okay, he just now started... Actually, he's getting Adrenal Glands before speed.
Whoa. That has to be a mistake.
No, dude, that's the metagame. You get Adrenal Glands before...
Really? I'm not familiar with this metagame.
No, you're
sorry.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely
I can't say I've seen that before. Getting Adrenal Glands before speed.
Does he actually notice this? Because, they're completely different hotkeys. One is M, one is A. And he pushed A. M is pretty far away from A, so unless he has, a different hotkey setup, I'm not sure. But, yeah, Adrenal Glands on the way, and the Greater Spire on the way. Greater Spire is going to be extremely quickly here, Alex. 6 Infestors will join the force as well of Destiny. So many Lings on the map right now. 88 Zerglings. And Artist 150 supply, 161 for Destiny. And in this position, what do you do as Destiny? Do you try to just hold back until you get the Broodlord tech? Do you try to go for an attack? What options does Destiny really have for him right now?
Okay, he just canceled Adrenal Glands and started Metabolic Boost. That's a little bit hilarious. But the last time I said Destiny would play defensively, he just went for an all-out attack. But I think he's going to play defensively here. He's trying to get all the bases on his side of the map. He's trying to get Broodlords on the field. Artist is looking at these Lings, wondering why they're still slow. And these Lings are feeling very, very sad that they don't have their speed upgraded yet. They got 17 minutes. But it is, I guess, that's what it happens sometimes. You forget an upgrade. But 4 Broodlords on the way, and speed, thankfully, is going to finish relatively soon.
Finally,
here.
Yeah.
I think probably he's going to try to push out when these Broodlords are out, but obviously Adrenal Glands is going to be a little late. He's going to try to get more bases up, get those gases saturated so he can reinforce with whatever he wants, with however many of whatever he wants. And I think Destiny's in a decent position, but look at Artist here, motioning across the map with a bunch of Lings, Marauders, and tanks where the Infestors... Uh-oh, don't want to leave the Broodlords alone either.
Yeah, the thing is, Destiny has Broodlords out, no kind of Vikings on the map for Artist, and wow, Artist picking off, I believe that was 1 Broodlord, almost getting 2, gets 3 Broodlords in total. But again, look at the Fungal getting thrown down by Destiny. This is like signature Destiny move, man. Just find the Marines, clump them up, Fungal. There we go. Destiny has a supply advantage by 2, by a lot now, 178 to 168. And you know what? Just with that attack by Artist, Destiny definitely came out ahead. He is going to establish yet another expansion. And there's a little bit of a counter drop here into the 4th of Destiny. But Artist, he needs to get Vikings. I'm going to be honest, he doesn't have any kind of Vikings on the map. There is a 1 Broodlord on the map, so that's not really too many. But the thing is, there's going to be a little bit of a counterattack. Ling's going to control the Watchtower, maybe not going to go for a counterattack. But there are Roaches here at the 3rd of Artist. And there is a drop that is not yet loaded. Excuse me, it was loaded, but it's going to get denied by Destiny. And so far, Destiny, again, in a really, really good position. He needs to just extend his lead and play as safe as possible.
Yeah, making 4 more Broodlords. Gotta make sure to keep his eye on them. He let him get astray, and then Artist was able to get underneath them and kill all 3 of them. He has to make sure those Lings are sticking with them, and the Infestors as well. We have 2 Ghost Academies on the way, and usually when there's more than one Ghost Academy for a Terran player, it implies nuclear missiles, but we'll have to wait and see on that. 3 Marauders being dropped at the 5th base of Destiny, trying to deny this from going down. But Lings returning here will deal with that quite efficiently. Corruptors in the air as well, going to try to take down that medevac. But right now, Artist has so many medevacs in the air, motioning across the map again with a lot of Marines, some tanks, and 2 Thors here. And we'll have to see if this is going to be enough to deal with a swarm of Destiny that should be trying to engage this pretty soon. Ooh, nice one.
You know what? I don't think Artist has the proper composition to take on what Destiny has. The problem here is definitely going to be the Broodlords. Destiny has 4 right now, probably going to get more on the map. He does have a few Corruptors that he can morph into Broodlords here anytime. But again, look at the way Artist is using his units. All of them are clumped up. There's no kind of spread from the Marines. He has so many Marines, 63 Marines. So just imagine if these Fungals are taken off from Destiny. Artist is just going to have tanks pretty much in his composition, and Destiny trying to do a little bit of Broodlord micro. But that's not going to go too well. But there we go. Fungals going down on all of the Marines and the Marauders, all the Bioforces to be exact. Ling's going to move forward. Artist with a supply lead, quickly going to dwindle right now. 186, 158 for Artist. And Destiny did his damage, going to pull back, going to reinforce with additional units, and just going to play safe.
He's getting mineral starved here. Does have 80 harvesters. I don't know if he has optimal saturation at all of his bases, though. Yeah, a lot of drones, the natural, fighting over the last remaining minerals there. And a lot, or actually only 4 in the main, so that's okay. But needs to try to transfer some over to this base at the bottom right-hand side. Meanwhile, Artist getting a base of his own at the middle left-hand location, getting a planetary fortress. Dropping so many mules there, preparing to take another base at the top of the map as well. Drop coming forward here from Artist. Looks like it might take down this hatchery. That's actually a pretty big deal. Nice play there from Artist. Destiny needs to try to fungal growth and then throw some infested Terrans underneath these medevacs. But one medevac can go straight into the main, dropping Marines on top of a swarm of Zerglings. Those Marines are probably very upset at their captain for dropping them there. But you know, Artist trying his best trying the best he can to just abuse, try to abuse the ability of those Marines and those medevacs, and ended up taking down a hatchery. So good play so far from him. And Skype is messing up a little bit, so I'm going to continue and then I'll call him back. But 2 nuclear missiles are on the way for Artist. We also have some ghosts as well, throwing down EMPs. Did they hit any of those infestors? Trying to double click. Okay, hit 2 of those infestors, so 2 of those infestors won't have energy. There are a lot of Broodlords here, and hilariously enough, the Ghost may try to snipe down these Broodlords. Ling's coming forward, going to be engaging all of these Marines and Marauders. Isn't going to be enough, though. Broodlords doing so much damage from above as well. Infestors don't have too much energy, but a nice surround here from Destiny. Looks like he is going to clean up this army. Maybe it's going to be close. The Ghost still doing so much damage. They are cloaked. Destiny does not have an Overseer in this composition to be able to see those Ghosts at the same time. I thought there was a drop over here, but there's not. And there is a nuclear missile on the way somewhere. Ooh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's at the 3rd. Destiny sees it. He's going to run away with his drones. Wants nothing to do with those. Is there another one anywhere? I don't think so. But Artist dropping absolutely ever. Up in supply, 164 to 122. It's spectacular play from him so far. Destiny's composition just not going to be enough to take this out. Broodlords trying to track these units down, but again, Artist can just pick up and run somewhere else with his medevacs, as the nuke did up landing on this hatchery and crippled it a little bit. Took about 400 health from that. Marines still being dropped at the outside the mineral lines of like the last remaining mining bases from Destiny. Keep in mind, his natural's gone, his main is gone, only has this 3rd, but like 4 drones are there considering there's just a nuke. And Destiny, he has to be extremely cost efficient with his units from here on out, because Artist is adding on another base, the middle left-hand side, sending more and more units to the middle of the map to reinforce. So many Marines, Marauders, and medevacs. Destiny does have these Broodlords, so where there are Broodlords, there's hope. As I'm going to try to get my co-caster back on here. There's a nuke coming. Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, hello.
Way to abandon me again. Where's the nuke? There's a nuke going somewhere. Help me.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay, where's the nuke? Okay, it's in production.
No,
I don't know where it is, though.
It landed at the natural.
It already landed. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know where the nuke
saw
is.
it and he ran his drones away.
Okay.
Oh my god, and a huge EMPs on those infestors. So, thanks for joining me back here.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm having like Skype problems. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna get it fixed definitely for next week.
All right. Well, thank goodness for that. But Destiny retaining his Broodlord count and his Infestor count. But look at that supply count, man. He's down 191 to 120, and I don't care what matchup it is. That's not good.
Yeah, I completely agree. He does have a lot of Broodlords, but again, he doesn't have any kind of following behind this. He does have no economy, only 40 drones. Artist has a lot of units. What do you think about these ghosts against the Broodlords? I mean, ever since the nerf to ghosts in TVZ, we haven't really been seeing them do too well against Broodlords. Do you agree with this, or do you disagree with the choice Artist is going for here?
Interestingly enough, he hasn't really sniped with the ghosts. He's only been using them for nukes, I think. Which, of course, I'm going to say I'm all for. All Terrans should do that. Go for nukes, unless you're playing against me. If you're playing against me, don't go for nukes, because I will be very angry. But Artist trying to take the Broodlords from Destiny off guard here. Keep in mind, Destiny has a lot of infestors. Could easily just funk with this entire army if Artist doesn't split effectively. But EMP is going down onto these infestors, not getting all of them, though. Quite a few infestors still have plenty of energy there to throw down those Fungrowths. But the story here is the Broodlord's doing so much damage to this Marine Marauder army, so Artist is going to be forced to back away for now.
Yeah, but the thing is, time is ticking right now. Artist is going to be able to reinforce. He's making more ghosts, making more marines. Destiny really, really starving for drones right now, even getting more drones in the 30-minute mark. We're approaching the 30-minute mark here, so he's really, really starving for resources to be able to get that tier 3 on the map to be able to deal with the composition Artist is going for. But the thing is, Artist has established that left position with a planetary fortress, so it's going to be extremely hard for Destiny to really put on any kind of aggression to that expansion. But 26 slings in production right now for Destiny. But Artist, you know, it's just going to be a battle of time right now. Artist has a superior economy, and it's looking pretty dim for Destiny.
Destiny just lost his expansion again, and again, that can't happen. That can't happen. You have to keep that expansion alive, especially when it's like one of your last remaining mining bases. But Destiny, he's fighting like a champ here. He's equalizing that supply, 150, 153. Again, Broodlords and Infestors, that's a terrifying composition in this matchup and in other matchups as well. So, again, if Destiny can just be super cost-effective, look at how many infestors. He has so many infestors right now. He has 23 infestors.
23 infestors.
I call him Infestiny for a reason. 9 Broodlords in the air as well. And again, how do you kill this composition as Terran if the Zerg micros optimally? You know, it's going to be a challenge, and it looks like nukes might be the answer. And I'm trying to help me find the nukes, please. Please help me.
I think it's towards the center of the map.
What?
Maybe there's a. Let me see. I am looking for the nuke.
I'm just going to keep my eye on this army, because if the nuke hits that'll be important.
Yeah, I don't think it's on the army. Well, okay, the ghost died.
Okay.
So I don't think the nuke's going to go off. But yeah, I mean, you were saying, what does Artist do from here? He is making Marines, which is not going to be good against these Infestors. So he's going to start getting some Thors. He is getting Ghosts, even going to finally mix in a few Vikings. There's Broodlords in the map, man. 2 Vikings will be able to take out 1 Broodlord. I think that's a little bit of a mistake from Destiny. He really, really needs to pull back these Broodlords with his Infestor army. And a counterattack move, again, a drop into the main with the medevac, and a 2-pronged attack into the natural. Destiny completely cut out of position. Oh my god, beautiful EMPs getting thrown down by Artist. And this is exactly what Artist needed to do. He needed to get the better angle of the engagement. He's moving into the natural, dropping in the main, continuing to reinforce. And a few Infestors actually didn't do some damage into the 5th of Artist. But man, Artist, you know, playing this really, really well. Moving into the main, it takes out the Greater Spire. And Destiny had a little bit of momentum going for him, but Artist seems like he might just have the game in the bag.
Yep, Destiny losing all of his tech there, loses his hive, loses his spawning pool, loses his Greater Spire. Infested Terran sure going to do some damage to the expansion over on the left-hand side. But Destiny has to do a lot more than that to get back into this game. Artist moving some drops over here, going to try to deny this expansion at the top right-hand location. Destiny rebuilding his spawning pool, and unfortunately for that spawning pool, it might even go down quite quickly here. Destiny, you know, still has all these infestors, but they're very low on energy considering those immaculate EMPs from Artist. And there we go. The hatchery is taken out. Destiny starving. So actually, he has a decent amount of minerals, but in the future, you know, if these hatcheries all get taken out by these drops, it's going to be a little bit tricky. But you know, if there's Destiny, I'm not going to count him out. I've learned my lesson from commentating his games in the past. He can turn crazy situations into situations that aren't so crazy. So it's going to be very, very, very tough, and that it might even be an understatement. But we'll see. I'm not gonna rule him out yet.
Well, yeah, I mean, the thing here is 175 supply for Artist. Destiny sitting on 133, and looks like oh my god, Infestors. That is so much supply from Destiny. Just as I was saying, he had a pretty decent supply. Now he's down to 115, and the problem here is Destiny will eventually run out of money, and where can he take another expansion? He does have Overlords spread very nicely around the map, but I think Artist will be able to just quickly respond, deny the expansion, build his units from there, and just go for a final push. But just look at the army of Destiny. He has a lot of Infestors, 6 Broodlords, a few Lings, but the thing is,
he's a bank
Artist
too.
has...
I mean,
he does have a decent...
Start getting okay, he's just gonna leave.
Okay. So, just as we were sweet talking Destiny, I guess he just decides to leave the game.
Yeah,
but
I
guess
he was still in such a tough position.
He was in a bad position.
Did something happen like that triggered it? Like, did something die, or did he just?
I think it was right after his Infestors died.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't have a chance, or didn't have a chance when he lost the Infestors. So, I guess with that being said, Artist comes out on top in this best of 7 show match, taking it 4-2, 4-1. Was it 4-1 or 4-2? 4-1.
Yeah, congratulations to Artist taking down the series 4-1, taking down Destiny. You know, certain strategies were very interesting, but it definitely worked for him. And you know, you got to do what works. And you know, he showed he's a pretty darn good Terran player. So congratulations to Artist for taking the series 4-1.
And that last game was probably the best, the most exciting game of the best of 7 series. Out of all the games from Artist and Destiny, it was pretty much a macro game. Went on for about 35 minutes or a little bit more than that. So we really got to see the players, the caliber and the level of skill of both of these players. Destiny playing it really well. Thank him very much for participating in this show match. But Artist, you know, practicing on Korea against top Zerg players. Of course, he was part of the Team Foyu, so he probably had very good practice partners. I think even Lenok possibly was one of his practice partners. Comes out on top, 4-1. Destiny played well. Artist wins, so he is going to be victorious for this week. A $100 prize does go to Artist.
Yep, and this is going to happen every week, guys, so please feel free to hit the follow button on Twitch.tv. Actually, I'm not sure if it's going to be on this channel in the future, but more news might happen regarding that later. But you can follow us on Twitter to stay informed. Of course, my name is Axel, or Axeltoss. You can follow me at Axeltoss on Twitter, and my co-caster is at SC2PrOmise. Be sure to follow him on Twitter as well. We will tweet anytime we are commentating. Tomorrow I will be commentating Quantic versus It's Gosu, and the players from Quantic will join me in co-commentary. So hopefully Destiny can jump on with me and co-commentate some of that with me, as he did last week in that clan war. So just a quick little self-plug.
And I believe we're also casting the Honor Cup this coming Thursday.
Yes, that's Thursday.
Which is April 19th, I believe. Yeah, in 2 days.
Yep.
So make sure you check us out there. Me as well as Axeltoss will be casting, so it's going to be exciting. I hope you guys enjoyed our casts.
Yep.
If you have any kind of feedback, any kind of comments, constructive criticism, please do post in the Team Liquid thread, which is under the SC2 tournaments. Head title TNS $100 show match.
Yep.
Go ahead and post in there. Let us know what you think. Also follow us on Twitter. Axel, I believe, already plugged us. SC2PrOmise, Axeltoss.
Yep.
And I'm pretty much wrapped, man. Just tune in for next week, because next week is going to be exciting.
Can we release one player? Do we know one player for certain that we know is going to be playing?
Let's see what the chat's going to say. If the chat wants me to release one player, let me know in chat. I will consider. Let's see what people think.
I'm just wondering, like, because I know we were trying to secure certain players, and I don't know if one is 100%. Because obviously we don't want to say a player and then have it change, because that would not be good at all.
I will say that it is a 50%, actually more than 50%. I would say it's a 65% chance that we might have Grubby next week.
Cool. So look forward to Grubby playing next week, guys.
Awesome.
We're going to try to do this every single week. And anything else you want to
add? Pretty much wrapped, man. Just tune in next week, tune in the following weeks. And thanks, everybody, for watching. I think we hit 2,200 viewers peak. Thank you again, everyone. And just stay tuned for the show matches, and thanks to you too, Alex.
Yep, guys, it was fun, and we'll see you next week, or I'll see you tomorrow or the next day. I cast a lot of stuff. So thanks again for watching, and congratulations to Artist for taking down 4-1 QXG Destiny. See you guys next time.